UndergroundHipHopBlog.com exclusive.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. What up? It's Pawz One representing UndergroundHipHopBlog.com. We're here at the Project Blowed 19th anniversary. I'm here with none other than Propaganda. What's going on with you, bro?
What's the word? What's the word? How y'all feeling, man? How y'all feeling?
Happy to be out here. Number one, let's talk about the Project Blowed 19th year anniversary. Let's talk about your affiliation, coming out here and rocking with the Project Blowed and the Blowdians and everybody out here supporting.
Man, I probably got the same story as everyone else. Any LA native, man, like, you know, the breath of fresh air to know that, like, your city was producing incredible music, you know what I mean? And, you know, when it first started cracking, I was a little too young to come out, but I was definitely driving out here or catching rides with people and just all night right in that corner, man, freestyling my tail off, battling, just doing my best, wanting to be a part of the scene, just mesmerized by the OGs, man, and just has been like the backstory for everything I've done, everywhere I've gone. Like, I remember what I learned here, how to hold the mic, how to present yourself professionally, how to battle when need be, you know what I'm saying? Like, just it all started here, you know what I'm saying?
So I'm curious, what's one of your Project Blowed highlights being out here, like you said, freestyling and just ciphering with cats? What's one of your highlights being out here?
I mean, it's like anytime when your heroes like pound you up, like, oh, that was great. And it's just the smallest thing, but it was like I just happened to catch a circle with AC and Ab and just like, and my affiliation with Tunnel Rats kind of gave me like a little more credibility, but like just busting a verse and then AC kind of stopping and being like, yeah, just kind of giving me that look like, what? You know, and then just that being like the first time like any of like the veterans was like, okay, give this dude a mic next time we come. So that was like probably the biggest one.
Can only imagine how that feels for a lot of people out there. My man is a beast on a spoken word tip. So on that level, can you give them any advice as far as the spoken word goes? Because I know it's different from actually putting together songs and things like that. There is an exception. There's different venues and different avenues and steps to take. So if there's anybody to give you advice, it's Propaganda right here.
Word, man. I would say, first of all, understand that it's not rap. Like, it's not the same. But a lot of the principles apply of like delivery, style, and just like time spent. Like, in the same way we found with hip hop, like, you find an open mic and you rap. You know, it's the same with poetry, man. You find a poetry event, you get on the list, be a local, be there weekly, every week. Sharpen your pen, have something new to say every time. And the more you do it, the more comfortable you get, the more you're challenged, the more you're around other people that you feel like are much better writers than you, and just challenge yourself rather than staying comfortable or staying in a place where like people will just pat you on the back and be like, oh, baby, that was good. Nah, go to where it's kind of hostile, where you got to kind of keep up. You got to keep up. And I think that for me, that was probably like the best thing that ever happened to me was like, just like with hip hop, like some of the hardest like ciphers in America you're gonna find here. It was the same with poetry. Some of the highest caliber like poets you're gonna find in LA. So I was like, I'm gonna go try to swing swords with them. You know what I mean? And if I can keep up, then I feel like I can make it anywhere. And that's kind of how it happened, man.
I see that there is a lot of similarities in the principles and the work ethic, most importantly, and just having that courage to go out there, find these open mics, and do your thing, and have the courage to get on stage and do your thing. That's definitely dope. I wanted to talk to you about your affiliation with Odd Thomas and Humble Beast and all those things. You mentioned Tunnel Rats earlier. You want to speak on some of those things?
Yeah, so Odd Thomas was probably like one of the first friends I made being at spots like this. If y'all familiar with him, just this white boy that could spit his tail off, you know what I'm saying? And we had a lot of affiliation. We had a lot of the same philosophies, a lot of the same views of God and faith and stuff like that. And it's kind of the same thing with my affiliation with Tunnel Rats, like just kind of like the same worldview, to where it's like, you know, we B-boys, you know, we have our beliefs, you know what I'm saying, and like, and having said that, you pound a mic, you know what I mean, and like, so we just really struck up a friendship. Thomas and I have been like connected now. It's probably like 17 years now, maybe 4 years back. I actually just wanted him to produce an album on me, and I was like, yo, let's just start from scratch, me and you, let's do it. And it kind of developed into what Humble Beast is now. So our label with the other brothers is other homies from like from up north, like Braille's a part of it. Just different dudes that we just met along the way that kind of were kind of like-minded and had the same like work ethic and just like understanding of what hip hop was. You know what I'm saying? Kind of just gathered and just we kind of been running ever since.
That's really dope. Making moves, inspiring people. influencing people because you're of the faith and going out there and rocking and not so much being gospel. It's a different tip. It's having a b-boy style, rocking the mic, doing genuine hip hop from the heart, but still having beliefs. That's definitely dope. So big up to all the MCs out there, staying true to the faith and true to the art, true to this hip hop thing. Let's talk about Crimson Chord, the project.
Yeah, man, Crimson Chord, same thing, man. Half poetry, half rap. Probably late March or early March, it's gonna come out. A lot of same things, so a lot of stories, man. It's a lot of narratives, a lot of stories about this, about coming from this scene and kind of what that taught me as a man, you know, as a man of faith and just as an MC, man, and just kind of like getting out there and pounding it like, yeah, you know, this ain't a church, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you can't treat it like such, you know what I'm saying? So like we try to rock where we know, you know what I mean? And that's kind of like, and I'm just kind of telling this album like how all that developed, man. So it's the Crimson Chord, man.
That's what's up. One more question real quick before we let you get out of here. Your definition of underground hip hop, what's that?
The hunger for the art despite whether there's money in it or not. You know what I mean? That grind, like I'm gonna do this because I love the culture. Where it's so much more than like selling a record or putting out a rap song. It's the culture and everything that comes around being independent, being just a passion for the culture itself. Whether there's a market for it or not, we doing this. That's underground to me.
That's what's up. Appreciate your time.
Appreciate y'all, man.
It's Pawz One, Propaganda, and you already know it's undergroundhiphopblog.com. Peace.
What's going on? This is Propaganda. Humble Beast is in the building. Check that out, Underground Hip Hop Blog, y'all. Peace.
Undergroundhiphopblog.com exclusive.